What's going on, Joe? Thank you so much for your time on the phone on Friday. I wanted to film this quick screencast video for you about sport physiotherapy and wellness. I told you I would, give you a couple of tips and show you a little bit about what I'm doing for a couple of the other physical therapists in the group. Um, so what I'll talk about a little bit is, your website as it is right now. I know that you want to rebrand it, which is fine. It's no problem. I'll also show you a couple of websites I've been working on from the people from the marketing group, and a little bit of some other things that I can offer in terms of reviews and SEO and stuff like that. So I'm on your website right now. It's a decent site. The first thing that I did was I tried to shrink it down to see if it was responsive, and um, I got to something like this. So, when you shrink this down, it should go with your window and it should sort of start to fit into your window when you shrink it. So, it's not responsive to devices' size of their screens. So, what does that mean? It means that it could potentially look different on different platforms. So, on tablets, on phones. I just happened to look at your website on my smartphone, and I got something like this. It's not exactly uh, it's not exactly the nicest page, but you do have about us services. You have like the bare bones stuff, but it's not, there's no pictures or anything like that. You just have a couple of boxes, which I think could be improved a little bit. I'll be honest. So that's the one thing I wanted to point out. So compared to, like, let's see, this is a website I'm working on for a guy named Brian. He's in the group. So when you shrink that down, see how it like forms with the screen? It gets smaller and smaller, and everything sort of fits. That's what I'm talking about. So there's that, and getting it mobile friendly and getting it looking really nice on mobile. So I went to Google and I searched a couple of things like sports therapy Chelsea, physical therapy Chelsea, home physical therapy Chelsea, because I know that you are saying that you're hitting home physical therapy as well. So this is a little bit of SEO discussion. So what you'll see is you'll see the map listing, and then underneath that you'll see the organic listings. So with regard to organic SEO, these are the Google My Business listings. So what drives these listings are citations. So a citation is your name, address, and phone number on directory listings like Yellow Book, Brown Book. There are niche specific directories for physical therapy and for healthcare providers that sometimes cost money to get into. It's up to me to figure out, what's working and what's ranking. So I can look at these and I could see what kind of citations they have and basically beat them at their own game and help ranking above these listings. Also, it's important to get reviews, and I'll talk about that in a little while. Keep in mind you're in a very, very busy, saturated area, so getting on the top 3 is going to be tough for you, only because of the sheer size and the competition of everybody. Same thing organically, right? So when it comes to organically ranking, you want your web page to have tons of content on the homepage, basically talking about what you do and where you do it. So you want to talk a lot about physiotherapy, a lot about physical therapy in Chelsea and in Manhattan. When I build out a page, I don't build anything less than 1,500 words on the landing page or the homepage, and then go from there. Having a blog and keeping that up to date is also something you can do to help rank for keywords. So I did a little bit of spying on you, and I went over to this program that I pay for monthly. It tells me a little bit about your traffic. So this is in the past month, you're getting 6 people over to your website. If you were to pay for that kind of traffic, you'd be spending about $32 with like Google Ads or something like that. You're ranking for 187 keywords in the top 100 organic search results, which is not too bad. But what's more important is this line right here. So position. So this tells me that Google has you ranked. Anything from 1 to 10 is on page 1. Anything from 11 to 20 is on page 2, and so on. So what you want to see is you want to see what kind of volume you're getting off of these pages. So for your own name, you're not even on the first page for your own name. So those are some things that we could work on. We could bring, these terms that you're ranking on page 2 and 3 and 4, bring them to the forefront and rank for those pages because they're bringing you some volume. The more volume that you get, the more keywords you're ranking for on the top page, the better chance you have of getting calls, getting leads. What you can do is, once we get the SEO going, you put a pixel on your landing page and you can start running ads and creating custom audiences for people who visited your site, meaning they're already a warm lead, right? They're not totally cold. So you can be showing your ads to people who actually have taken an interest in your company. So that's that. A little bit more about I'm just going in order here. So a little bit about websites that I've been doing. So this is Brian Keith's website. His website is performanceproject.physio. So I was able to set up a nice looking website for him. We're still working on it. He didn't really want it too intense. He wanted it really user friendly. It's mobile responsive. We set up acuity scheduling for him so we can he can have people book right here on this page, and they can pay for whatever they need to pay for. And aside from that, it's a pretty nice looking site. Like I said, we're still working on it. We got forms that we made on the page. We set him up with a custom email for his domain. It's Brian at performanceproject.physio. So that's one sort of category of websites. I'm also working on a website for Cadence Physical Therapy. He wanted his website redone. So this is how that's turning out right now. Like I said, it's not live yet. We're still working on it. He's got a couple of tripwires, free download, the Ultimate 10-Minute Daily Movement Program. That sort of gets their information. So this leads to a landing page that he created, that he had already. So we just implemented it, and that captures their name, address, or their name, their phone number, and their email. There's a quiz, find out if Cadence is right for you. Basically, it's sort of vetting out some of the people who want to come to see Dr. Ban. Really nice site. Has reviews on it. Some Yelp, Google stars. People love that kind of corny stuff. But so that's that page. So that's Cadence. I'm also working on a company in Virginia called Loudon Sports Therapy Center, and this is the back end of what we've been doing since November 2nd of 2017. So basically, I'm running ads for them, and I'm running a variety of ads, retargeting campaigns, shoulder pain workshops they've got running, lower back pain workshops, hip and ankle ads, free evaluations, lower back pain workshops. So this is telling you a little bit about what we're doing. So basically, since we started, we've gotten 185 total new leads from these ads. That's the best ad that's running right now is the free evaluation ad, followed by the lower back pain and sciatica tripwire. And what I've been doing is, people who are interested in this and landing on this page, I'm creating a retargeting audience and I'm hitting them with the lower back pain workshop ad. So also they're getting hit with something that we know they're interested in, if that makes sense. So, he's probably paid about $3,000 in ad spend on top of my fees, but 185 leads for $3,000. I don't know. I think that's pretty good, depending on who turns into a long-term patient. So yeah, I'm going to show you a couple more of the landing pages I've been making for them. So this is Loudon. So this is the lower back pain, or this is the shoulder workshop. Excuse me. Save my spot. It has a countdown. Only 25 places available. Stuff like that. And sign up for the free workshop now, etc. This is Cadence. I built a lower back pain and sciatica workshop for them, landing page, something like this. They had it already, so I don't think it's running anymore. I'm not doing an ad for them. They just wanted the landing page. And this is the tripwire for the book. It's something that's really quick and dirty, and gets the book to their inbox, and in return you get their email and their contact information. The last thing I wanted to show you is Review Fish. So this is a little bit of the review management software that I'm using and I'm partners with. So this basically lets me send an email or send a text message. You can teach your office staff to do this. You can pick any review site you want to be the forefront. So in this case, we got Google, Facebook, and Yelp. So basically, they get a message that says, would you like to take time to review Cadence Physical Therapy? And they get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So the good thing about this is if they pick thumbs down, they can't go any further. They have to submit their name, their phone number, their email, and a message as to how they can help, fix what you're unhappy with. But if they had a good experience, it says, we need your help. Would you share your experience with the following? And it takes them right to these review pages for them to review your business. It's really fast, effective way to get some reviews. Also, it's a place where you can see all of your reviews in real time. So this is all the reviews that they have in Facebook, Google, and Yelp. As you can see, it has everything that they want to see, and you can have a review stream on the website so that every time somebody posts a 5-star review, it gets embedded into your site in real time, which is pretty cool. So that's about all I have. My SEO prices range depending on how hard you want to hit it. As you know, you can pay as much as you want, and you can make this as big as you want depending on your budget. I would think that for SEO, for your monthly SEO, you'd be looking at anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 a month, depending on what package you wanted to pick. And looking at your rebranding for your website, you're probably looking at, to rebrand it and build it the right way, probably a one-time fee of like $2,500. So I know that you'll respect me not shooting the breeze with you, like being direct with you, because I know that you're from New York and you said that you don't really, you're a very honest guy. So that's what it'll cost, and I could do that for you. If we're talking ads and stuff like that, we can discuss a little bit more about your ad spend. But yeah, I'm about 12 minutes in. I'm gonna stop there. If you have any questions, one more thing. So you have 2 locations, right? So what we can do, because you are doing home physical therapy as well, if you wanted Google My Businesses in different locations around the city, I can do that without having to submit a Google postcard and getting an address for you. Typically, that's the rate limiting step when it comes to somebody submitting a Google My Business listing. But I can get those listings in any area of the city. Just let me know where you can, where you do your home physical therapy. If it's an affluent side of town, we can get you right front and center in that city. So with that, I'll stop there. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll send this over. Thanks.